common sense. Huh? What's common sense? Does anybody know? Is that like when you can tell if a fire is hot or if it's not? Let me give you a little example. When I was in college, that would be back a few years ago, 3 or 4, and I was a little concerned about the common sense of, well, the world. So I asked my fellow colleagues, which freezes quicker, hot water or cold water? Okay, think about it. Which freezes quicker, hot water or cold water? Okay, well, as you would guess, nobody was really sure except for maybe the person asking the question and 3 or 4 others. But a lot of people said hot water. And then I asked them, why would hot water freeze quicker than cold water? And then somebody who was very clever, and a Christian as well, which maybe it's the Christianity that makes people lose their common sense, religion in general. But anyway, he said because the molecules were moving around at such a clip that when you started cooling down hot water, it did it. You got ice cubes quicker that way. And somebody said else, well, if it evaporates quicker because it's really, really hot. So if you use boiling water, a bucket of boiling water, it should freeze. Anyway, it got really confusing until, well, we decided to do an experiment, which is pretty banal, but it's good. It's good. I mean, if anybody thinks hot water freezes quicker than cold water, there's a very good chance you've never stopped to think. There's a very good chance you never stopped once to think, why would hot water freeze quicker than cold water? And these are the sort of questions I would ask. And someone would say, then why do they put hot water on an ice rink? Well, think about it for a second, please. Why would they put hot water on an ice rink? With a Zamboni, you know? You all remember standing, waiting for the Zamboni to get finished so you can get on the bloody ice and play some hockey? Anyhow, the reason they use hot water is because hot water takes longer to freeze than cold water. I bet you didn't realize that. But because it takes longer, it can smooth out more and melt a little bit of the surface of the ice, and you can use less water to get a much smoother surface than if you use cold water. If you use cold water on an ice rink, you would have a lumpy ice rink. Okay? That is why one would use hot water in a Zamboni going around on the ice. Now, I know a lot of people think this is bloody ridiculously simple, but it is not for a vast majority of the population of the planet. If you tell them to their face when they're a child, hot water freezes quicker than cold water, they will simply believe it. Okay? Are you seeing my point?